Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Mysca.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. We thought we'd do another Q&A as it's a pretty hectic week for us here at Overwatch Central. We're going to be going to LA, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the Overwatch League. So there are some Overwatch League themed questions, but we just wanted to sort of, again, if you have any questions that you want to ask us about the game, about us, Overwatch League, Symmetra, Hanzo's ass, I don't really mind. Just whatever you want to ask, do let us know in the comments below, and we'll get straight into the first question.
Alright, so first question is from Halle Schmidt in the YouTube comments saying, if you're open to non-Overwatch questions, I'd love to know what your personal favorite games besides Overwatch are, I guess, something you're playing now or an all-time favorite. It'd be interesting to know, and sorry if this has been answered already. I'm sure it has like a year or two ago when we did another type of Q&A type of show thing. Yeah, favorite games right now. I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. A lot.
Yeah, you're playing a lot more of that now.
It is a very, very good game. I heavily recommend it. It's a great game. If you buy it, then make sure you get the right edition, because there's like 5 different ones, and if you buy the wrong one, you'll have a really horrible grindy experience. So if you got like £30, I think, or something like that left over, it's 100% the best game that I think you can get for that money right now. And yeah, it's just a really fun game, very competitive type of experience. It's not really like Counter-Strike, but it's a very fun game. A lot of different types of gameplay too. What about you?
Oh, right now, like, I guess we can always ask about like E3 stuff that we're looking forward to in a second, but games I'm playing right now, I've been playing a lot of Dauntless. That's in open beta, just a very sort of grindy game. I don't know why I sort of enjoy it as much.
I broke it after a minute.
Yeah,
of playing.
it's like Monster Hunter, but for PC and stuff. I think Monster Hunter is coming to PC soon too. Other than that, I've actually been enjoying Realm Royale. Now, I thought that I didn't really like Battle Royale games, but it just turns out that, like, I really didn't like Fortnite's building stuff, really.
Yeah,
that was the thing that I didn't really sort of agree with. So, having a class-based Battle Royale like that is actually quite fun to play. So I've been playing a lot of that. And also, probably the game I've been playing the most, which I'm not proud of, really, is Pokemon Go. Just having a because the weather's been good, right? So it's been nice to sort of walk around like Bristol, and I recently went to London just catching Pokemon, but like... Just a quick question that I want to ask you. What stuff are you looking forward to that we saw in E3? Because there's some quite good games there.
E3 stuff. I don't want to drag this answer out for too long, and we don't really know a lot about a lot of times at E3 either. I want to see what the Battlefield 5 Battle Royale is like. That's something I want to find out more about. There was a 1,000 player Battle Royale called like Mavericks Proving Grounds, I think, which is going to be interesting, but I don't think it's actually in testing even yet, so who knows if that's going to be good. Death Stranding though and Cyberpunk are my top 2 games for sure. Okay. But that's the thing is they're not multiplayer and like competitive, and those are like the multiplayer competitive games that you can put like 1,000 hours into. Those are the games that I really, really like. But yeah, Cyberpunk and Death Stranding I'd say are my top 2 games.
I'm looking forward to Anthem, but I'm also terrified that it's going to be bad.
Oh god, yeah.
Like that's one of the main ones. But let us know yours in the comments as well if you want to add them. Curious asks, who do you think would be the best coach for the UK World Cup team and which players might make the team? Well, just to sort of actually give the news on this, there have been 17 players that will be going through the tryout period at the time of making this video, so we do know who's going to be. But I think like the main ones are going to be sort of main tanks, Fusion's Numlock Christopher, that's very, competitive.
Yes, that feels very...
And for the Astra versus Cruz, I think it's going to be a good one. All the other ones, I want to see Zergy in there. We've done a whole video that may be out at this point about Zergy. If you haven't watched that video already, he's an amazing player and you'll find out why. Yeah,
but the first part of this as well, who do you think would be the best coach?
I think Hayes is the coach for the team. He's locked in. I don't think anybody else is there.
Hayes is a very good coach.
But there are other coaches that are helping and getting involved as well. It's a very collaborative sort of thing. So he's like the head coach. He's going to be the one that goes to France. But I think, people like One Amongst Many is going to be more of an analyst. But I think there's other players and other coaches that are going to be involved in helping Hayes.
If you guys don't know who Hayes is a coach for the Philadelphia Fusion, an Overwatch League coach.
He's been on this channel as well.
He's been on this channel with Boombox in an interview back in January, and hopefully we'll see him again. We're in LA. He's a good guy, and he's really just a good coach. He knows what he's doing, and obviously being in Overwatch League is a good sort of benchmark, a nice sort of accolade to have for something like Team UK. So
I think we can do really well. Yep. We absolutely stomped qualifiers. I just want to see them do better in the finals. I think they can, though.
All right, next question is from Yu Hong Zhu in the YouTube comments asking, what is your opinion on Your Overwatch?
We get this question all the time. What do you think of Stylosa? What do you think of Onyko?
I get this in game a lot. Like a lot of people ask me, oh, you're Mysca from Overwatch Central. Hey, what do you guys think of like Stylosa and Your Overwatch? And that's like the first thing, and it's honestly...
People are expecting drama, and we actually do get on with them pretty well.
They're
like,
all right, guys. Like, honestly, the thing about Overwatch on YouTube, and I think a lot of people kind of get this wrong, is that, sure, a lot of us make similar videos. Sure, a lot of us race out to get videos out first. But the thing is, this is just what making videos on any news anywhere is like, or just writing news articles. The papers do this. People, like, online blogs do this sort of thing where there's some news that hit, you want to get your very solid article out first because you believe in your content or whatever, and you think you can make the best video on this news piece. And that's just gonna be the case. I've not met all of the Your Overwatch guys. I've not met Wigo, but I met Frito and I met Eddie. And yeah, I mean, they're good guys.
Yeah, we were sat next to Eddie on a flight to LA for the first week of Overwatch League.
Yeah, exactly. We traveled with him back and forth from LA. Yeah. And also, like, if you guys wonder, like, with Stylos, it's pretty much... Sty, I'd say we know a lot better, actually, as
definitely.
well. We hung out with Sty for, like, I feel like the 2 years that we've been making Overwatch content on various conventions and events here and there. So, yeah. We get along with them well. They're good people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Played Overwatch with him as well. It's fun. Elliot Marsh asks, here's a question. What do you think the Torbjorn Rework will be like? I kind of want to sort of rephrase this to be like, what do we expect?
I mean, we've
got the Symmetra one, right? So it's kind of
I feel like that's kind of what this question is to some degree. Like, because sure, I think the rework itself is like, it's a question of what will they actually change with Torb? Will it be as drastic as Symmetra? I don't really know if it will be, to be honest. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things you can change around Torb that are about how he builds his turret and how the turret works and so on. That can be like a thing to also encourage to like rebuild your turret, change the spot every push, that sort of stuff, you know? Instead of just having it in the back ticking the few games that Torbjorn's played in.
It needs to be more dynamic, and that's the thing that they did a really good job of Symmetra with, is just that Symmetra now, to an extent, is a lot better on attack than she is defense now, and I think one thing that you can do with Torbjorn is like increase the range that you can put down the turret, but like to upgrade it, you need to be next to it. So you can like put it on the high ground and stuff.
There's just so many like small things you can tweak in terms of range, damage, way it works. We've already had the first Torbjorn. If you guys didn't know, in beta, I think this was in beta where they did the change. It used to just be that you just like, you built the turret and then you needed scrap to like upgrade it.
Yeah.
And now you just like, you don't need scrap anymore. Now you need scrap to throw out armor packs, and armor packs weren't initially a thing at all, right? So there's a lot of things that have changed. Torbjorn didn't even have the right-click sort of shotgun type of shot at first either. And there were just a lot of things that have kind of changed over time. So
it's tricky because he's a hero that has a lot of abilities. So which ones do you get rid of or change?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he has a lot to work with, but because he has been changed in the past and we've sort of seen already what Blizzard can do, there's so many options that feel like this is an easier one for Blizzard to approach compared to Symmetra. I think most of the problem with Torbjorn is that you throw down a turret and then the enemy team just like sort of walk on top of it or walk past it, and then it just kind of becomes irrelevant.
Obsolete, yeah.
Yeah, and then Torb is just this dwarf with armor packs and that has an ultimate that's kind of annoying to deal with. And then that's it. It's a very polarizing sort of effect. Like, he goes from being completely worthless if he's just run over without his ultimate to being a monster to deal with if he has a big turret up and
that's
a lot
what
of
people
armor.
are scared of with Symmetra. Basically, what we're saying is that Torbjorn needs wall climb.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Dom asked us, are you guys going to the finals? Real quick, yep, we're going to be going to the finals in New York, which is the end of next month in July.
Yes.
It's going to be a similar sort of format to this. We're going to be talking to pros and stuff when we're there. And
yeah, if you don't know what
content.
we're talking about, the Overwatch League Grand Finals are taking place in New York at the Barclays Arena, I believe it's called, in Brooklyn. So it's a pretty big event. It's going to be a lot of people there. A lot of tickets have been sold.
20,000, I think.
Yeah, 19 or 20,000 something.
That's
That's a lot of people. It's going to be a stadium, and we're going to have some cool videos from there, hopefully with some players and just in general with the experience and so on. Really looking forward to shooting that, actually, because that's going to be really cool. But yeah, in short, yes, we are going, and yes, you'll get similar content to what you'll be seeing in the following week that we're shooting in LA. Final question is from Clive Warren asking, do you think Overwatch League was a success or not? There's so many things to talk about here. I want to try and summarize my thoughts quickly. Yes, I think it's a success, but there's a lot of different definitions of success. Viewership definitely is one of them, and I think it's been good. I think we can agree on that. It's been good overall, especially for like the first sort of season and the first time they've done anything like this. If you compare it to a huge tournament that has a grand final and gets 1 million concurrent viewers on Twitch, like some tournaments have gotten recently, then sure, it might not look as good for Overwatch League to only be getting.
But the finals could have that, couldn't it? Like the grand finals could have.
The grand finals of Overwatch League could definitely have something like that, for sure. If you count, like, maybe not just Twitch, but other platforms and the people in the arena, of course, and so on. Yeah, you could reach some pretty big numbers, but at the end of the day, they are getting pretty good viewership for what they are. It's the first season, and the main thing is time zones are all over the place, and people watch it at different times. People don't watch it every day. It's on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it's like some days as well sometimes. So there is just a lot of Overwatch League to watch, and that means that the concurrent numbers are just not really going to be as high. So I feel like that's a bit deceiving. The sponsorships and the franchises, and like, of course, just in general, the investment that has gone into Overwatch League from all sorts of companies, businesses, and brands has been pretty ridiculous. So I think, yes, it's been a success. Could it be better? Yes, a lot better.
Yeah, and that's what I want to talk about, is just like the improvement. So Season 1, it certainly felt that their main priorities for the Overwatch League is that it looked professional, that the production was there.
As a foundation.
As a foundation to make sure that everything sort of worked. For Season 2, I think they need to work on what times the games are played, make it more European-friendly in that sense during the week. But also stuff like, a lot of players have been burnt out. There's a lot of, like, internal issues that people have been running into, that it feels that there's not really as much support from an outsider looking in, that the Overwatch League is not really helping those players that are really burning out and having issues with playing the game. But also, I feel that there is an element of just having more care around the world. It's very much an NA thing. I don't think geolocation is going to happen anytime soon, but I think they need to look after players more. That's the main thing. Have the games be on at a better time, and also deal with how they approach patches and make sure that they're timed well with actual patches going into the game. You don't want a situation like we're in now, where we're playing on an older patch. Frankly, I wish I was playing on the patch that Overwatch League is. But it's a complete a disconnect between the game that you're playing and the game that the pros are playing, and that is just not good at all.
Alright, that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, you can do the outro again.
Yeah. But that's everything that we wanted to go over. As we said, we're going to be in LA for the next week. We may do a Q&A out there, by the Hollywood sign or by Venice Beach, something ridiculous like that. We'll be sure to do some pretty interesting videos other than the interviews that we're planning to do out there too. But thanks for watching. Do throw any more questions that you want to ask us in any future videos in the comments below. And until next time, take care. We'll see you then.